Hey everybody, welcome back into Occupy Democrats. And one of the most iconic and yet ironic things about Donald Trump is the fact that he believes he keeps the secrets away from everyone so you don't know what he's thinking. And yet what he does on Truth Social is literally tell you everything that he's thinking. And in this breaking story, that is going to once again cause a problem with our southern neighbors, Mexico, because President Sheinbaum has not exactly bent the knee to Donald Trump in this entire year that he's been president in his second term. And if you'd like to see Donald Trump get out of here like I would, subscribe to the channel. But in this breaking story, remember, this is the guy who promised this against Mexico.
We're subsidizing Mexico. That can't go on. Why are we supporting and giving other countries hundreds of billions of dollars?
And then he pushed that envelope even further here.
I'm putting tariffs on Mexico. Every damn thing that they sell into the United States is going to have like a 25% tariff.
But Mexico's former president had a little something to push back on Donald Trump about when he actually said the real truth that he knows out loud.
It's a very opportunistic move, and I hope U.S. public opinion, U.S. citizens can see this and finally see what is behind Trump, this false prophet that is just cheating everybody.
Here's a little bit more from President Sheinbaum.
Porque de ser necesario nos vamos a movilizar, porque no queremos que haya impuestos a las remesas de nuestros paisanos, de Estados Unidos a México.
Again, Trump is the guy who thinks that he's the art of the deal. But the way he thinks he works with deals in a boardroom doesn't work with foreign leaders in the United States because he believes that he can bully everyone. It may work some here in the U.S., but it doesn't necessarily work everywhere in the world. But he'll keep on pushing this lie down the road about how much they owe us.
We have a deficit with Mexico of $350 billion. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let that happen.
But in this breaking story, what's the real problem? The real problem is we have a water treaty. And Trump is once again going to try and play the tariff card, which may even be shown by the SCOTUS, by the Supreme Court, to be illegal, to try and make them do what he wants them to do. Check this story out. Breaking news. Fix this now. Raging Trump hits Mexico with new threat. President Donald Trump took to his Truth Social platform on Monday to demand that Mexico release vast amounts of water to the United States or face yet another round of tariffs. In quotes, Mexico continues to violate our comprehensive water treaty, and this violation is seriously hurting our beautiful Texas crops and livestock, in all quotes, wrote Trump. Mexico still owes the U.S. over 800,000 acre-feet of water for failing to comply with our treaty over the past 5 years. The U.S. needs Mexico to release 200,000 acre-feet of water before December 31st, and the rest must come soon after. As of now, Mexico is not responding, and it is very unfair to our U.S. farmers who deserve this much-needed water. In quotes, that is why I've authorized documentation to impose a 5% tariff on Mexico if this water isn't released immediately. Trump continued, the longer Mexico takes to release the water, the more our farmers are hurt. Mexico has an obligation to, in all caps, fix this now. Thank you for your attention to this matter. This is not the first time Trump has made such a complaint against Mexico over water treaties. In April, Trump proclaimed, in quotes, Mexico owes, all caps, Texas 1.3 million acre-feet of water under the 1944 water treaty, but Mexico is unfortunately violating their treaty obligation. This is very unfair and it is hurting South Texas farmers very badly. This comes as the Supreme Court is set to rule in a landmark case on whether Trump actually has the authority to implement tariffs without Congress, at least under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Trump is already bracing for the possibility of losing that case and formulating ways to get around it. But this is the irony and the ironic part of Donald Trump. Did it ever occur to you, Donald, that the things you have threatened against Mexico, not only the tariffs, and then you pause them, Taco Trump, and then you put them back on, did you ever think that that might cause somebody to have a retaliatory action? Kind of like your tariffs to China and then they buy no soybeans? No, it doesn't occur to Trump. He just keeps on being the one thing he is, consistently stupid. That's what he continues to do. One of the things that's going to happen down in Texas is, once again, those farmers are going to suffer because Trump can't seem to get away from his standard playbook of, I'll just keep pushing through and eventually you'll give me what I want. No, that time is coming to an end, Donald. You guys like and share the video. Stay frosty.